where the war is going. Do you see an escalation of the war?
That's the beginning of it. And this was one of my biggest concerns for Israel. When this happened to Israel, normally our military intelligence will sit down at a table and they say, okay, here, what's the best strategic plan we have to reach our goal? Now, in this situation, because Gaza is so small with a population of over 2 million people, so many people don't understand the size of Gaza. It's only about 25 miles from south to north, and at its widest part, it's just under 6 miles, but most of it's around 3 miles wide. So it's a very small area of land with so many people. So from a military perspective, it seems like there's this is the general strategy, which is the approach they're taking, strategic bombs and then the incursion of ground troops. But then you have to step back and be like, well, Hamas knows this. So now we have to think outside the box. And Israel didn't do that. And they're doing it textbook the way Hamas would want to do this. Hamas doesn't have the ability to take on the IDF. So then you have to look at, like the different proxies that surround Israel, the CCP. If you wanted to impact the IDF military, what better way to do it than to slowly suck it into Gaza to where you have pre-planted bombs, IEDs, explosive, maybe even types of bioagents where you can hurt their force and then have all the other proxies get involved once, the IDF's been weakened. And I think we're going to see that unfold because people don't think when you hear tunnels, we're not talking, the way old wars. We're talking, tunnels where you can drive a motorcycle at high speeds under. It's a very sophisticated, underground city. And I mean, look at, putting a headquarters and munition depots under places like hospitals. That tells you that Hamas wants to get Israel to react, to get everybody else engaged. We're seeing unfortunately, we're seeing just the beginning.